We're going to be using a jelly plate to create a Matisse-inspired jelly print. So Matisse was known for his organic shapes, like these ones here, that kind of look almost ocean-like and corally. So we're going to be using some cutout pieces so you can print these out and cut them out so that they're all ready to go for you. Now I have a piece of paper here on top of my plate. Here's my plate. It's squishy, feels like jelly. And we're gonna line up our paper before we even start today. So normally when we do jelly plates, we do all of our work on the plate and then put the paper on it. But today we are going to line up our paper so it's in the middle. And then we're gonna take some tape, some just masking tape, and I am going to set this up just a little ways above where my print's gonna be. So I'm gonna put the tape on this side. Actually, that's probably not gonna work. I'm gonna put the tape right here. So I'm gonna line this up. And I'm gonna tape right here so that I can bend it so that I can go in like this. I'm gonna fold it and print it like that. And then when I'm done with that color, I can fold it back. We don't want anything to move because we want the edges of our plate to stay the same on our paper. So we're gonna start with just a base color, and I think I'm gonna flip the camera down a little bit. And I think I'm gonna start with hot pink. All right. I'm gonna spread that. I kind of have a dirty roller right now, so that's okay. If you blend some colors together, sometimes that looks cool. You can get a little messy effect. All right, I'm spreading this out all the way, especially I got a little too much on there, so I gotta make sure it's all spread out. Okay, and I'll show you my paper up here. I'm gonna take the paper, nothing's moved. I'm gonna fold it and smooth this out. Make sure I'm getting all that paint on there, getting all the edges. Okay, and then I'm going to peel it back up. So you can see the paper has pink all over it. Now, I definitely got way too much paint on here, so I'm gonna grab a second paper. So this is why less is more with jelly plate printing. I'm just gonna grab this paper and just peel off the extra because I don't want any more paper or any more paint on my jelly plate. So we're gonna peel all that extra pink off so that we get to this point where we get most of it off. Okay, so I'm now going to take my Matisse shapes here and I'm going to arrange them on my plate. I'm gonna push them down, make sure they're gonna stay in place. And maybe this one. I've got this little heart one here. All right, and I'm gonna pick another color and I'm gonna pick blue because my roller's pink right now. I wanna see if they kind of blend and get a purpley color. All right. Now, when my paper's down, the paint wants to be absorbed by this paper. So when I'm rolling, I'm trying to just roll on the plate first to get the paint to be on the plate. Now I need to be careful that I'm not lifting up any of my paper like that one. That just lifted. And that one might be lifting. So I'm trying to get on the plate and not the paper as much as possible because that paper is just gonna suck up the paint. And I gotta be careful with that. So it's on my roller right now. I'm just not gonna roll any more in that area. You could try putting it back down, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna, oh, and now that one. All right, I guess that brings us to our next step. This one, let's be careful around so I can finish spreading that paint out. All right, after we have all the paint spread out, I'm going to peel off those pieces if yours didn't already decide to do it for you, like mine. So the areas we put paper on were blocked. So I'm gonna get this paper and we're gonna fold it over again. like we did. And as long as nothing moved, it should line right back up with the edges of where you've already printed, and I'm smoothing it out. Making sure all that paint's gonna stick to the paper. All right, once you've smoothed it, we're gonna peel it off, and already that's looking awesome. So there's a sneak peek of what it looks like right now. Now, I have a bunch of stuff on this plate, so I'm gonna take my last paper that I was using to clean. This was my cleaning paper. You know what? I could create a cool design on this one. It's already dry. So I'm gonna use this to try to clean up the paint here and try to line it up again. So I'll end up with actually two prints, my real print and my cleaning print. All right, and this one's trying to clean up the rest of the paint on there and peel it off so that we get as much paint off as possible. And here's my extra one. All right, we're gonna do one more color here. So we need to grab some more of our organic shapes. I'm gonna try to put them in different areas than I had before. And I do have a couple from my last print. I have some birds, so I'm gonna place those in random spots. And what else do I have? I have this little person and another bird. So maybe I'll move this one over and I'll add a person here. A little Matisse person. All right, we got this one. We got a bird. I think maybe the other bird could go here. And what else do I have? Anything else that's good? I think that's good. We'll do these 5 here. All right, make sure they're all sticking down. And I think for my last color, I'm gonna go yellow. Let's do just a bunch of bright colors. So remember, I'm trying to roll it on the plate. And you don't want to use too much paint because already I think I've been using too much paint because we have to get that extra paper. So I'm trying to get it on the plate as much as possible and not the paper. You can get it on the paper for sure, but that paper is just going to suck up the paint. So we want to try and get it onto the plated area before we get over the paper. So I'm going to go along these edges first. And I definitely think I got way too much yellow paint here. It's very thick. Oops, there's his arms coming up. Put that person back down. Now, this whole time, I haven't been cleaning my roller. If you want nice clean colors and not mixed colors like I'm doing, I like the mixed look. But if you want clean colors, all right, let's get rid of the bird. You can definitely clean your roller in between printing. Okay, oh, there goes my other bird. All right, that happens. Just work around those areas so that you're not getting into that space where your paper used to be. Oh, and there's another. Good thing I was done with that area. All right, let's just get this person here. A lot of yellow here, I gotta spread out. And there goes my person. All right, and I think we're good anyway. So I'll peel my last one here. And I had 5 on here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, got them all peeled off. All right, so we'll take our paper up here again, and we're gonna do one last print. So I'm gonna fold it over. Make sure my corners are lined up, and I'm gonna smush it onto my paper. I'm rubbing, getting all of the edges, all the corners, making sure the middle. And I'm gonna peel it. Ooh. All right, and I'm gonna take the tape off so we can finally see our finished print here. So cool with all those colors, and we see our different Matisse shapes on there. And since I didn't clean my brush, I have all that texture on there too. So there's our finish. Let's do one last one with our cleanup paper. Let's see what happens with that one. All right, let's try to line it up as best as possible. And to get the paint off before we clean our plate, let's get it onto this paper and see what this one looks like. And here is that final print. That is beautiful. Look at that, all those colors. All right, so once you get as much paint off as possible, that's when you're able to wash it. Be gentle when you're washing your jelly plate because they are squishy, they can dent easily. Be careful with them.